Facebook Live, Facebook Live, Facebook Live. What's happening? What is happening? Okay, now we've got some people. This is what I like to see. Now we've got some people coming in. Now I see viewers. Now I see numbers popping up. I don't know. Sometimes this thing goes crazy, right, when I go on. I don't know what the deal is. Floyd Barber is watching, number one. What's up? What's happening? Let me take this off. I don't need to walk around with my guitar on. Oi, Giza. What's happening? What is happening, Facebook Live, Facebook Live, Facebook Live? Oh, yeah. Quarantine. It's craziness here. Scott Wilson, we're all here because we ain't all there. Scott Wilson, I like that. Ariel Infante says, Hola, Rob, desde Argentina, aguante machine head. Hello from Spokane Valley, Travis Esparza said. What's happening, guys? How are you? How is everybody dealing? I think some of you are on lockdown. Travis Esparza, if he's from Washington, he might be on lockdown. Kind of crazy. Yes. Well, I'm down here. You're getting back to the UK. 8th time CNMH. Yeah, we will be coming back. We're working on the Ian McCray Friday housebound. No beer, no pork pies. Oh, no. No beer? How are you out of beer, Ian McCray? Hello from New Mexico, says Maine Silversmith. Hello. Yeah, how are you guys doing with lockdown? Here in California, so much stuff is closed. It's crazy. So much shit is just locked the fuck down. Grocery stores, though, you know, for some people, I know it's been really rough. I know it's like a big change of lifestyle for them. Whereas I gotta say, for me, being in a band, you know, when I get home, because I basically work from home when I'm off the road anyway, you know, like I come down to rehearse and I do work here, but I don't, you know, I don't see anybody. I'm a loner. I'm a loner, man. I'm a rebel. I literally don't do anything. I say this all the time just as a joke, but I'm a boring suburban dad. I literally don't see anybody. I don't hang out with anybody. I'm literally at home with my wife and my kids, or I'm down here. And every once in a while I go to a show. I almost never go to bars. I almost never go to restaurants. And so for me, and I kind of live in like a pretty kind of rural area. So I got a lot of open land by me, and I hike the dogs a lot. And so, yeah, that's what I do. And so Alexander Meller says, severely high risk due to my organ transplant 10 days ago. 90 days of isolation. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, we're all on lockdown. We're all on lockdown. You know, but like I was saying, it's not that different for me because I do a lot of work from home when I'm off the road. So I'm basically unemployed now. You know, I have no tours coming up. I've got nothing. My wife is unemployed. So my kids are out of school. They just told us my kids are out of school till May 1st now. So yeah. So I'll work for beer. I'll work for, pay me in beer, and I guess I'll play some songs for you guys. How about that, huh? How about that? What's up? Yeah, Motorhead World says hi. Cool. What's up, Peter Lang Steffens? Dan asked if you can just shout out Halo right now. All right, Dan Trower. Well, I was thinking I might even play, yesterday was the 13th anniversary of the Blackening. I was thinking I might do a little Blackening run through for you guys. Matt Alston is watching. What's up, guys? Yeah, I was thinking I might do a little Blackening playthrough here. Why not? I got my guitar. I was like, yeah, I'll get the guitar out. Fucking jam on that motherfucker. I've been doing all these acoustic sets. I did an acoustic set a couple weeks ago. I did an acoustic set Wednesday. I took over my favorite local craft brewery. It's called Altamont Beer Works. I did an Instagram. I took over their Instagram page, did an Instagram live. I performed an hour-long set of covers. I'm actually going to post it later on today. They did it at like a happy hour, so like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So I'm going to post it around 5 o'clock on the Machine Head page. It's mostly cover songs. I only did one Machine Head song, but I was doing it to get a bunch of. I was doing it to raise awareness and help out this company called Direct Relief. So I've talked about that a few times. I'm sure you guys have seen the Facebook Come Pastor thing. I want to give a shout out to every single one of you who ordered merchandise for the Donate to Direct Relief page. 100% of the proceeds go to them. We passed $7,000. We passed $7,000. I want to go for $10,000 by the end of the weekend here. But thanks to you guys. You guys have contributed a lot. This goes to a company that supplies medical supplies, much needed, desperately needed medical supplies for all of these healthcare workers that are getting completely swamped because so many people have the coronavirus. Our hospitals are overflowing. No one expected this kind of stuff. The administration has been completely fucking these guys and dragging their feet and not getting them any support or resources. And so these guys help with that kind of stuff. These guys, Direct Relief, and you guys have been helping with this kind of stuff and getting them much needed things like masks, getting them things like gloves, getting them things like, there's a lot of major hospitals, even in the Bay Area, that have resorted to garbage bags as scrubs, to like protect them from getting their clothes and stuff. And it's fucking horrible. And these guys are helping. I'm also shouting out a company. If you go to my if you follow me on Instagram, I've been regramming a lot of these guys' things. But if you hit the link in my bio, there's a thing, Masks for Heroes. If you live anywhere you live, it doesn't matter in America. But if you have, say, a construction company or you have anything that would require you to have a mask, hospitals all over the U.S. are desperate for masks. They're taking mask donations. At this point, they don't have the mask, and a mask, even if it's not a medical mask, it's better than nothing for a lot of these guys because they're dealing with patients who are infected with the coronavirus. So hit the link in my Instagram page, or I'll put it over here and after I'm done. But it's called Masks for Heroes. They're taking donations. It's got an interactive map of the whole United States, and so you can click on wherever you live, and it'll pull up all the hospitals in your area, and it'll have a list of the things that each hospital needs. So if you can make a mask donation or gloves or scrubs, anything helps, man. So yeah, I appreciate it. Those guys, a lot of them have reached out to me. A lot of hospitals have reached out directly to me after I started posting about that, saying that all kinds of head cases have been dropping off stuff, and I really fucking can't tell you how much I thank you guys for that. That is so fucking awesome that you have stepped up and done this and donated your time and your masks and your gloves and all that shit, man. So, yeah. Yes. Good fucking job, man. Good fucking job. That's what I love about the head cases, man. You guys step up. You step up, man. Cool. So, right on, Jan Ayers. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Janane Ayers, you're welcome. Desperately needed is an understatement, says Aaron Goumanet. It is, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy. So, tell you what, though, we're hanging out. I got my guitar out. Yesterday was the 13th anniversary of. I've seen Tattoo Parlors donating supplies too, says Danny Louise. Oh, right on. That's cool. That's very cool. In fact, I got a buddy. I'm going to shout him out right now. One of my partners with the Machine Head merchandise company, as well as Killers and Kings. He does like he makes some stuff, or he makes all the patches for me, like on the bomber jacket. He made that big old sick patch. His company's called Ghost Circus. They are making masks. Like, he's got a whole embroidery thing, and they're making masks and delivering them to hospitals. So shout out to Ghost Circus for doing that. That is fucking rad. Brandon Giles, what's up? What's happening? Working. Nice. Crystal Smelts. My sister works at the local hospital dispensing medication. She's pretty much in the front line of all this. She does an amazing job. Stay safe. All right. Wendy McGrath. Cool. Happy birthday to the Blackening. Yes, it's the Blackening's 13th anniversary. How about that, man? 13 years ago yesterday. It's actually, I think it came out, this was back when records used to come out at different times. So it came out on the 26th in like England and Europe, came out on the 25th in Australia, and then it came out on the 27th today, basically, in America. So America heard it for the first time, although many of you had that shit like 2 months before it dropped, because the record leaked like 2 months ahead of time. But it was okay. It kind of just built excitement. This was before, and you got to remember that back in 2006, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter. How about that? There was no fucking Twitter. Yeah, that shit all came after. And if it was like it was completely, I know MySpace was kind of a thing. MySpace was like hot at that point. But MySpace had only been around a couple of years, and where's MySpace now? But we had a MySpace page during the Blackening. And we weren't very active on it, but it was the big thing. Remember MySpace? Mario Rubio remembers MySpace. Yeah, there was only MySpace. There was no Facebook. There was no Facebook Lives. There was no Snapchat. Yeah. 2007. That's what I said. Yeah, 2007. Not 2006. 2007. Yeah. 2006 is when I finished the record. I finished the record December 17th, 2006. And it was a very stressful record. A really, really stressful record. Like lots of infighting in the band, like fucking tons of technical fucking problems. And, oh my God, it was a very, very stressful record. And when it was all said and done, and just we were behind schedule, and me and my engineer, I was the producer, so I was singing all the time. I was playing guitar all the time because I played all the guitar tracks on the record. And then I was fucking producing it. I'm engineering it. I'm sending mixes over to Colin to do stuff, and then he's mixing it. I fly over to England at one point to do a press tour really quick over there. And I'm still doing like stuff in the mix. No, wait, they were still mixing it. That's what it was. They were still mixing. I finished the recording aspect of it on December 17th. And then I flew over to do some mixing with Colin, as well as do a quick press tour of Europe and the UK. And yeah, it was just nuts. It was just nuts. But I was still doing stuff. I remember I added I had always envisioned the beginning of the record starting with that kind of Middle Eastern sounding vocal line. And I guess I forgot to record it when I was doing all this other, the fucking, the records, the guitars are fucking 4 tracks of guitars, all the, it was insane. Like, it just took fucking 100 years to do all the guitar tracks. And I guess I just forgot, it was so many songs, the songs are 10 minutes long, and just trying to remember everything that needed to happen, and still writing lyrics, and, writing fucking, writing like, 11 paragraphs of lyrics for fucking, these songs were so fucking long. It was like 3 songs in one a lot of times. So, yeah, I was not getting any sleep. My wife was threatening to divorce me. Like, the band is fighting like crazy. And And then we finally finished it on December 17th. I just remember going to watch a Metallica cover band play in Berkeley. I forget I can't remember the name of the band right now, but there was a Metallica cover band. And I was like, we got annihilated. Like, we just went out, and me and Mark Keaton got so fucking trashed. Mark Keaton was my engineer. He was awesome. I loved Mark Keaton. Played a big role in making that record happen. Colin Richardson mixed it, so then I went over with Colin, and I helped him mix it for a little bit. And, but it was mainly to do the press. But back to my story, though. I had always envisioned the record starting off with that Middle Eastern vocal line. And when I got over there, I realized that I had completely forgotten to do it. I actually did that intro with Vinny Voino, who was the engineer on Burn My Eyes, in a separate studio, because it was like 90 fucking tracks or something crazy. It was the intro to the album is like its own song. So we had to just go through everything and organize it and mix it. And it was mixed separately from the rest of the record. And so Colin Richardson had Clenching the Fists of Dissent, and he mixed everything from everything from there on. And then me and Vinny here in Oakland, actually, I think it was at Testament Studio. So shout out to Testament. It was at Testament Studio, which Vinny used. And I tracked that whole intro, all the heavy vocals that are going on in the background of the beginning of the song, which, do you hear revolution ska? All that shit, which is some of the lyrics from that. But I forgot to do the intro vocal. So then when I got over to England at Strong Room Studios in Cullen, I did like a freestyle, and I sang that intro, and I said, the opening line of the record, if you didn't know, I'm actually saying something. It says, behold the blackening. It says, behold the blackening. So, yes, some crazy shit, man. I'm just going through all these random memories. Clench your fists and fight. That's right. Clenching the Fists of Dissent. Yes, Clenching the Fists of Dissent, I want to say that was finished in the studio. Farewell to Arms, so we didn't even play it all the way through as a band. Farewell to Arms was finished in the studio. A lot of Beautiful Morning was kind of rearranged in the studio, so the way that we were playing it as a band completely changed when we were in the studio for some of these songs. Matt Alston... Yeah, last song written for the record was Wolves. That was the last song we put that. We literally wrote that the week before I came up. I wrote most of the song. I want to say it was like the week before we went into the studio, and then I think we jammed it 2 or 3 times as a band, and then Dave and I went in and finished it, like in the studio. So yeah, some crazy shit, man. Some crazy shit. December 17th is my birthday, says Shandonese. That's right. So it's a pretty... Hey, Rob, are all the shows from the BME tour going to have video on Nugs? Boston isn't up yet. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. Let me look into that. Some of the venues really wanted to charge us a lot of money to do the video. So some of the shows we didn't do video. Like, dude, some of the venues wanted to charge us like $7,500 to fucking record a video. And we were like, yeah, no. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of some other stories. Some other stories about the Blackening. I don't know. I remember the original. I was trying to dig through my emails this morning, trying to find some of the early emails. But I think I had a different email at the time, and I don't know. I lost all the emails. But I remember that the original idea for the artwork was a military helmet, like a helmet you would see in World War II, on a gun, with the gun sticking into the ground, like a bayonet or a gun sticking in, like a rifle sticking into the sand, and a helmet on top of it. And then it had a machine head diamond on it, and it said The Blackening at the bottom. And it was like really kind of crusty, and like it was like a punk rock album cover. It was very punk rock. And I actually sketched it out. I'm sure I have the sketch still. I had it in my lyric notebooks. I had 3 notebooks I had 4 notebooks of lyrics for that album. Jesus fucking Christ. It was writing lyrics endlessly. And not using a lot of them, just throwing away a bunch of lyrics until I finally got the concept right. But that was the original idea. The original was like a black and white kind of punk rock style cover with an army helmet on top of a rifle stuck into the ground, the Blackening. And then we were like, yeah, I don't know. And then I remember just like looking up wood carvings on the internet. Eric Vossen says, I don't remember you guys messing up Halo at all in Denver before the album release. Should have never been taken off the set list. Oh my God, we butchered it. It was a fucking train wreck. Some of us were more of a train wreck than others. But yes, it was such a train wreck that we decided not to play it. We were like, we got to retire this. We can't. We should have kept on playing it, but at the time we didn't think that it was. You know, there was some thought in the band that it wasn't, that Halo was just going to be some like, just some kind of like whatever song like that no one was going to care about. The label was really into Now I Lay Thee Down. And so we were kind of just buying into what the label thought. We were like, oh, Now I Lay Thee Down. Okay, I guess that's the song. So we were playing that. We were playing Aesthetics of Hate. In fact, we played Aesthetics of Hate for the first time in 2006. So it debuted at the, what was it called? Sounds of the Underground. Sounds of the Underground. We played, we played it. Aesthetics of Hate was debuted live on the Sounds of the Underground tour in Mountain View. And then we worked our way across the U.S. We were on that tour for a couple of weeks or whatever. And we were playing that as a new song. That was a brand new song we were playing, and it went over good. So that was our first taste. We were like, oh, this is cool. And dude, that was, for me, that was one of the coolest things, because that might have been the only time since Burn My Eyes that we were able to play new music before a record came out. Actually, that's not true. We did it on More Things Change because we were playing Frontlines and Struck a Nerve. But, not for Burning Red, not for Supercharger, not for Ashes. And then on Blackening, we did that one little festival run. It was like 2 weeks long. It was a small, like, underground festival called Sounds of the Underground. And it was, it was mostly, like, in clubs. It was not really, like, an outdoor festival. But we did it, and it was like, oh, shit. It was the first time we had gotten to play new material before our record dropped. In probably a decade. And it was such a good feeling. I remember like, fuck, I wish we could do this all the fucking time, because I remember changing things. I remember Burn My Eyes, on Burn My Eyes, doing a lot of that, like playing live and playing the song, like looking out in the audience and like, we're losing them. Like, we need to change something. We need to shorten this part, or, I need to change the lyrics, or I need to do something, and that happened in Aesthetics too. And it was like, oh, okay. Like, it gave us a boost of confidence. So, yeah, man. Let's see. Wolves doesn't get played enough, says John Gauk. Well, guess what? I'm going to play it now. Oh, yeah. The vocals were a train wreck on Floyd Barber says that I did a Photoshop of you, Adam, and Phil as the 3 tenors taking the piss on how terrible the harmonizing vocals were. Oh, yeah. It was fucking bad. It was bad. Yeah, no one was rehearsing. Or certain people weren't rehearsing. Oh, yeah. Mike O'Brien says that Denver show, we got at the after party, we got the news about the Heaven and Hell tour. Oh, shit. Wow, that's cool. Wow, that's rad. Yeah, we were just that Denver show. You're talking about the first 2 shows. So Tom, my friend Tom, Mike O'Brien, who's on here right now, they flew out to the first 2 shows. The first show of the entire Blackening tour cycle was in Salt Lake City, Utah. We played to about 400 people, and I remember we played I think we played Aesthetics, we played Halo, and maybe one other song. I don't remember what. It was a very heavy with the Ashes set, but it was in Salt Lake City. How about that? It's about 400 people. About 400 people in Salt Lake City. And but they were raging. And then we played in Denver, Colorado on Valentine's Day in Denver. And Denver's always been a rager for us. We played at the Gothic Theater in Denver, and it was a banger. It was a raging show. It was super fun. And, yeah, singing Dio Sabbath on the bus after finding the news. Oh, shit, Eric, were you there too? Oh, that's right, you were. That's right. We were getting hammered. We were getting hammered on the bus. That was a fun night. That was a great show. That was an amazing show. Super fun hang with the dudes, with the Chicago crew. But I remember we just couldn't play these fucking songs. No. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. All right. Yeah, and that's about all. So the first two shows were Salt Lake City and Denver, Colorado, to about 400 and 500 people each. And then we jumped onto the Lamb of God tour with Trivium and Gojira opening. And we were second on the bill. Trivium was hot at the moment. They jumped on. They were the support to Lamb of God that time. Even though just on the Sounds of the Underground 6 months before, we were playing over Trivium. But in that 6 months, they had become like the fucking hottest thing. And they were playing over us now. And it was cool. We were like, whatever, we don't fucking care. And then on that tour, we started talking to Trivium about doing the Black Crusade. I remember having a conversation with Matt. We were like, we should do a tour together. And he's like, hey, we're putting this thing together over in Europe. Maybe you guys would like to be a part of it. And it was like, yeah. I first saw you guys with Lamb of God and Chimera. Oh, shit. I remember that. Was that in Scotland? Glasgow? Yeah. The last Blackening show ever was in Sydney. Yes, that's right. The after party was insane. I took over the mic. That was fun. That's true. 3 years and 3 months later, the last night of the Blackening tour was in Sydney, Australia. And we were, it was rough. I was ready to be done at that point. I was ready to be done. Anyway, I'm going to get in. I'm going to play a couple songs off the Blackening for you guys right now. Got my guitar here. It's going to be bad. I'm just, full disclosure, I don't remember some of these songs very well. Wolves, we haven't played Wolves in a decade. So there's going to be a few stops, and I'm going to remember. I did, however, get the lyrics up for Wolves. So probably won't be that bad on the lyrics. But I haven't sang or played it in quite a while here. But let's get into this. Let's play some fucking Blackening songs to celebrate a little bit of the Blackening, huh? I'm going to plug you into the microphone. Here we go. All right. Let's do this, huh? Let's do this. Wait, what's going on here? There we go. Oh, this way. This way. All right. Let's do it. What's up? What's happening? All right, let's take it from the top here, huh? Let's take it from the top. All right. I'm going to be looking over here at the words because I don't remember a lot of these words. And I'm going to have to walk over and scroll down because there's 11 fucking paragraphs of fucking lyrics. All right. Unleash the walls. Carnage as the walls. Come mirror, son. Come position. With everyone and all. Oh. What the hell? That fucked up.
No salvation, no salvation.
Shaky there. Good jogging the old memory banks here. It's been a long time since I played that. But let's see here. Let me think. What else should I do here? What song have we not played off of the Blackening in a long time? Probably Now I Lay Thee Down hasn't been played in a while. We could do Now I Lay Thee Down. I would try and do Farewell, which also hasn't seen the light of day in a long time. But certainly that song has not seen the light of the day in a long time. Slanderous hasn't been in a while. Clenching hasn't been in a while. Clenching. Let me see by a judge of thumbs up emojis. Do we want Clenching the Fist of Dissent? Do we want Farewell to Arms? Or do we want Slanderous? I'm not seeing any thumbs up emojis at all. None. Oh my God. What the hell? Now they're all. Now I don't know what song you're thumbs upping for. Clenching. Let's do Clenching. Let's do Clenching. I'm going to have to kind of fuck around with the middle section because I don't know. You're not going to be able to hear the middle section because that's my clean tone. So I'll fuck around with my pedals and get a quick little clean section going for you. Where is bravery? Where is bravery? It's time to fight, we're all denied. Among us keep a fucking bear. We vote the past, rolling shorted, hang on control. Ignored by idol, under the threat of patriotic groups, so knows your right. It is a weapon we now must engage. Land strong and sound, hardcore. Die for
humans who play, made with the lives of sons and families. But what is their new currency? They are invoked to raise of pity. We'll fight as one, and not a fucking gun. Words are the bullets to this land, but I lose sight of your wrath. Reading without the streets are ablaze. Excess will pay their path. Going to change our bloodbath. Yes, now our teeth in hate and zigzag ramble. Roses on time for America.
What? There's my note.
And we lost our will. These are the pain that binds us. Power and prejudice. And Santiago's a bit against terror. Insurgency. Points users get conformity. It's propaganda. It's our prophecy. We are Jews all over. Suffer. United States. Circle pits. Circle pit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go.
So how do they sleep while our mothers weep? They're selling our souls when our blood for oil our This is fucking insane. Next level, take your stand. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know what to do. And I don't have the answers. But with every ounce of strength, I vow to fight this cancer. And say I want to lead, I just might let you down. Then say believe in me, just hold this common ground. Cause if it's just lost as you, and probably more confused. So fucking far from perfect, I'm mine from abuse. And nothing fucking wrong when more takes sons and daughters. One lapse misled to slaughter. Blackening of this song descent. Blackening of this song descent. Blackening of this song descent. There we go. How about that, huh? How about that, Facebook Live? Oh, shit. All right. All right. Friday. What time is it? It is almost 1 o'clock. We've been hanging. Look at that. We got a lot of people hanging out right now. We got a lot of motherfuckers here hanging out. All right. I don't know what to do next. How about Now I Lay Thee Down? We haven't aired that one in a while, and Farewell to Arms would be cool, but it's really hard with like all the, I mean, I could try it a little bit, just kind of weird. The thing that makes Farewell to Arms too is all the harmonies too. And Jared's not here. What is that part? I don't play this normally. A farewell to one. Pretty fast, too fast. You tell lady lies, blackening as coffin right the side, crimson rivers. farewell to wave farewell to always our souls entwined. Erase this vast divide. Deaf is our voices rest. Tyrant, this is process.
for our lives. Children now slaves and breathing in their lives. More options and an release in sight. Souls white and bubble songs were now that it's flames of light. Children are dead and children have fled, and the silence is gone. What have we become? What have we become? What have we become? What have we become? God save us.
Yes, Facebook Live. Yes, Facebook Live. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Maybe one more song. Maybe a little Now I Lay Thee Down.
Was it murder within the eye of the beholder? Was it love? Was it murder within the eye of the beholder? What have I done? I wanna kill me, only one I love. How could I do this? I'm breathing at God. Why do you curse me? Fucking loaded devil the day. Over. Dream no more. Wait one last night. Now I lay me. Now I lay down. What the wow?
There you go, mofos. A little Blackening playthrough on the anniversary of the Blackening. Why not? That was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was awesome. Look at all these people tuning in, man. Very, very fucking cool. I'm glad you guys were here. I'm glad maybe this made your quarantine just a little bit better. And if it did, right on, guys. It was fun doing it. I enjoyed it myself. Let's see. That's the best stuff you've ever put on social media. Yeah. I've done it before. I've done some Facebook Lives where I played along. You just gotta watch the Facebook Live. Sometimes they don't start until the end. But I had a great time, man. Glad you guys were here with me for this. Very proud of that album. It's been 13 years. It's crazy that it's been 13 years, and it doesn't seem like it's been 13 years. But I don't really ever look back on stuff, but I'm pretty proud of that record, man. A lot to be proud of. The four of us made a really awesome statement. Everybody contributed to that record. Phil contributed, Dave contributed, Adam contributed, and made it what it was. And it was a pretty special moment for Machine Head. So for anybody that was a part of that moment with us, whether you saw us live on that tour, bought the record, and just got into the band later, whatever it was, thank you for being a part of that, Head Cases. Thank you for sticking around all this time. And you guys have an awesome Friday. I got a case of craft beer at home from Altamont Beer Works. So I'm going to go have a few beers right now. It's Friday night. Why the fuck not? Hope you guys have a few beers. Get laid, maybe jerk off a little bit, have a good time. Whatever you got to do, have a great one. If you're locked up in quarantine, enjoy the moment, man. I tell you what, one of the coolest things about being quarantined is just getting to spend this time with my family, kind of uninterrupted, going on hikes and dog walks and shit like that. It's been really fucking cool. Like, it seems like it would be terrible, but in some ways it's like we're reconnecting more because of it, That's the one trade-off of this whole crazy fucking time that we're in, man. So enjoy the moment and have a good one. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man.